Okay then, Helldivers, we are back. We've got loads to go over today as the gloom does appear to be visually actually shrinking. This is absolutely huge because, well, with the gloom shrinking down, it means that we can get further in. On top of that, we have got some new dispatches coming from Super Earth High Command, and Shams Jorjani has spilled off some info inside of the Discord, one of which is relating to a whole new title. Quite an intriguing piece of info. And we've got some scary factors coming to you guys from the Reddit, so we're not going to mess around. We're going to dive straight on in. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Gamersubs, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. And now, yes, we even have our own tinned alternatives. So if you want to go down to the link in the description and use code CloudPlays at checkout, it'll get you a cheeky discount. And if you want to get involved with our giveaway here of super credits, it's extremely simple. Head down into the comment section and just put a cloud emoji. Any one that you suffice. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now in Helldivers 2. So starting off on the Galactic War map, we have got a lot to go over. We can quite clearly see that the gloom is shrinking. We did have a Coretta Kelly message come up over the latest week, and it's definitely seeming to be the case, with Hellmire now being absolutely out of the gloom, as you can see here on this map. It's quite an intriguing one because I want to know how much it's going to shrink down and what it will reveal as we move into the back end of this sector right here, the Lestrade sector. It's going to be quite an intriguing one for sure. But we've also got Ocean, and this one is still a planet that most Helldivers are diving on right now, with the brand new cave systems and the Hive Lords actually being deep within these. So fingers crossed we can get somewhere with this one, although a dispatch notice states right here that the gloom interference due to adverse spore conditions, logistical support of Ocean has been greatly limited. Ammunition pickups on this planet yield 50% less ammo, which is definitely not fun for the most part, and I can imagine most of you guys are going to be diving around here not enjoying that at all, as the cave systems do require you to have more primary weapon ammo. They've now stripped it all away, so I think that he wants us to go play somewhere else. Joel, I don't know what you're at, man, but whatever it is, please try and be kind. Nonetheless, though, we're going to dive on into some of the information coming from Discord right now, as there's been a lot of things spoke about coming from Shams Jorjani. We're just going to give you guys a quick update on the movement for the Coyote. Tomorrow is patch update day, and they have been talking about potential changes to the weapon based on how much we're enjoying it. It's not factual, and it's not down to the nail, but it may well be something we see. It states right here, what is your guys' genuine thought on the Coyote's reception? And Shams has stated that we like that people like it, and I haven't seen the stats yet to see how it's doing, which obviously a lot of people were slating on the basis in the comment sections, talking about the fact that we were just bringing attention to the Coyote. You need to understand that the statistics are on numbers on all of their platforms, so there's no way that we could have hidden the fact that this thing is pretty damn enjoyable. Although, against the Rupture Strain, it doesn't seem to be doing as much as other weapons. That's just my personal opinion. So, fingers crossed we don't get nerfed from this one, but it's definitely on the cards, as it does seem to be more of a fan favorite right now. Another one was a question that came from a user over on Discord asking about a central hub feature, asking if the next game they'd really appreciate a social hub at Space Station, like we see inside of games like Destiny and Destiny 2, with the tower actually holding all players as a main communications hub and a way to be able to venture around. Shams has stated that it's on the feature list for the next one. Now, this is obviously quite a big one. We don't know what title they're actually working on, although we know that it's going to be a new IP, so not likely to be a Helldivers game, which is definitely unfortunate because I'd quite like a social hub in the next one of those, but we'll see exactly where that one goes to. The new IP is definitely looking to be a mass online featured game, so I'm intrigued to find out a little more about this IP, and hopefully they make some announcements on what it is that they're working on and how it's going to play out in the future. Moving into the Reddit, though, you guys have had a lot to talk about because the game has been absolutely peak just recently. Some things have been good, some things have been absolutely awful, mainly in the performance outlet, and it seems that they are definitely working towards it. And with Tuesday being Helldivers 2 patch update day most weeks, fingers crossed we'll see a large patch come to the works tomorrow, and it will have a load of performance updates, meaning that some of you guys can return back to fighting for Super Earth, as I know that we've lost a lot of players over the course of time. And already, just now, we can look at the active Helldivers basis, and we can see that it is slowly depleting. Although numbers are still really, really high, the numbers are dropping substantially. But we can see right here, there is one thing that you guys may have noticed or may not have, but I definitely would not want to have been on this instance. It states right here, there can be two at the same time. Now, this received nearly 20,000 upvotes, and yes, that is 2 Hive Lords at the exact same time. I don't know if this has been photoshopped, I don't know if it's real, but the fact that this is even just a actual thing is absolutely terrifying. I don't like fighting even one of these things because they just absolutely destroy me and my team absolutely every time. But I'm intrigued. How many of these things have you managed to take out? And have you yet to see 2 Hive Lords appear in one instance at the same time? Let me know via the comment section below. And a massive conversation that everybody is talking about right now is this right here. This is only just gone up just a few hours ago, but it is gaining traction quite quickly. It states, I wish we could level up crossover weapons, not for the attachments, but just to equip patterns, something you can do in the Master Chief Collection. Now, it states right here that technically these patterns are also in Halo 4, 5, and Infinite, but I'm just using the Master Chief Collection as an example since 4 doesn't have many, and 5 is stuck on Xbox, and Infinite has, well, too many. I'm not sure about Killzone, but I feel like, again, you can just add patterns entirely for the bragging rights. And we can see right here that we have got our main weapon here from the Halo crossover with no edits available, but yet in Halo itself, you do actually have the forest camo, desert camo, Venus camo that would already be applicable inside of their game. Based on the way that it's actually operated, I think that it's definitely something that they could bring through to play. I don't know why we don't have customization on them. I know they want to keep them as closer to the normal story arc as possible, but this for me would just give a reason to actually use it. I don't know about you guys, but I love this assault rifle. It works really well, but the lack of any progression on it makes me not really want to use it, and I haven't used it now for a little while, mainly because there's no real reason to actually get in on it. Let me know your guys' opinions via the comment section below, but I think I already know what you guys are going to say to it. And talking about your comments and your opinions, we're going to take a look at the latest video's top comments as we went over the Rupture Strain and how they are actually broken right now based on hosting a game or not hosting a game. If you want to know more details on that, because it will make an impact on absolutely everybody watching this, head over to the latest video. Thank you so much for blowing it up. I appreciate you. And I'm sure that the guy that made the original video for it, Chickens, who we gave a massive shout out to, is definitely appreciative of it as well, as it took him to nearly 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really glad that it at least did some good in that end. A massive shout out to you, my dude. Thanks again for the input. But let's take a look at your top comments right here. You guys had a lot to say about it. This first one states, what I'm struggling with is to understand why the ability to destroy the sack of roach and shred its wings exists without it having any impact on it. It can still spit fire and fly fast. Now, obviously, when we take a look at something like the Bile Titan, if you destroy the spawn sack on the back, then it will no longer be able to spit out its bile spew. But unfortunately, the Dragon Roach doesn't have the same effect. You can shoot the wings to the point where it looks like some Swiss cheese, holes all in it, but yet it will still fly around extremely rapid. And even if you take out the sack on this thing, it will still fire out a green flame regardless. So I am quite intrigued why it's not been issued out onto the Dragon Roach. If you guys have noticed this as well, let me know via the comments. But this next one states right here, wow, that's crazy. Anyway, we're nerfing the Coyote tomorrow. Good luck. Arrowhead, probably. I don't know if they are going to actually nerf it, as we've all drawn quite a lot of attention to the fact that we don't want it nerfed. So if they want to keep hold of the player base that they've got, then I think that keeping the players happy with a slightly more damage-heavy weapon is definitely a good thing. This final one states right here, I knew there was something about how fast the warriors were. Even with 600 hours of experience, I couldn't react at all the first time I dropped on the Hive world. And yes, there is a massive change up in whether you're hosting or not hosting, with 11 frames being the main issue of you hosting a game. It can essentially take your health out with 2 of the Rupture warriors in about a second and a half. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, you want to go and check that out, feel free to. A massive shout out to all of you guys who have made an input on it. I really, really appreciate it. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we got time for today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. I appreciate all of your faces, Helldivers, and as usual, I'll see you in the clouds.